Good afternoon, everybody. How you guys doing? This is Mike, Logan in flight, sitting here on top of Terminal B parking garage. Coming out here, this was a last second deal. So we have to have a permit to be out here. And I had no permit until 3:05 this afternoon. And as soon as I got that, I'm like, all right, I'm heading in. So I just hopped in my car, got up my gear together, and got in here. So, good afternoon, happy Monday. Hope you guys had a great Monday. And we'll do a little spotting here today. British Airways just landed as I was setting up. Lufthansa is off the coast of Gloucester right now. Gloucester, I'm losing my voice. Gloucester right now. So that should be here in about, I don't know, maybe 5-10 minutes. Got a couple A330s coming in. So there's plenty of planes happening still. And we'll get some planes taken off as well. I think we still have the 747 on property here somewhere. We have Azores, we have all kinds of things here. So, like I said, I rushed out of my house to get here. I didn't really pay attention to much what's going on. I knew there'll be planes here. That's why I'm here. Got a whole bunch of people on here. You got Jeff. Is this working? All right, it is working. Cool. All right. We got so many people. Oh, my goodness. LXM, Jeff. We got Dan. We got Ivanka taking off. At the San Salvador. AB. Trey the plane guy. All right. I'm in Boston return. Got 707. All right. Nice. $40. How you doing? Lizzie Banks. Whole bunch of people on here. Just make sure I got my all my settings correctly. I don't want my mom's getting mad at me. Alright, we're all good here. Like I said, I rushed out here to get here. I had to get out here for this. You will hear a lot of clattering going on behind me at least. There's a lot of trash up here flying around. They're doing some construction up here. So we got a Cape Air taking off. I was more focused on this Delta coming in from Cincinnati. E175, flight 5598. Hidden behind British Airways. It is a beautiful day out here today for sure. That Cape Air was heading to Bar Harbor. That just pulled out when I was setting up too. Get up to the runways. I love it. Random Aviation. How you doing? Let me see. Cece, good evening. Oh my gosh, it keeps moving. Pensy Scott, how are you? Robert Drew, good evening. All right, Emmanuel. All right, got another double whammy going on here. All right, we have JetBlue here. Heading to San Diego, I think. Setting I didn't fix yet. Fix that setting. And I didn't fix it on this camera either, so I can fix this camera. There we go. Now we should be all set. Let me check my sound real quick, make sure I'm sounding okay. Testing 1, 2. All right, you can hear me. Just in transit from Marlboro. How you doing? So this guy is still sitting out here. Except we have Lufthansa. Should be coming in soon. First we have a Delta coming from Savannah. The E175, flight 5596. to start up here. A little bit of a wimpy whale, I guess. All right, let me see what we got coming in here. With Delta A330 coming in from Barcelona. So they're landing on 2.2s today. Taking off on 2.2s. They're actually landing on 2.7s as well. But the wind is pretty strong, as you can hear. Makes the whales extra loud. Alright, safely here. And we got a Cape Air heading to Nantucket. Alright, let's look at the big guy here. I've been landing on 2.7. American Airlines coming in from Charlotte, an A321. So this runway will be shutting down next week, I think, for more maintenance. They shut it down last year. I remember seeing the cranes in the background, a lot of the shots. That'll be, I'm not sure what they're doing to it this year. It is a beautiful day here today. Yeah, the house is over there. Spectacular view. Hey, traded plane guy, I'm up here. Whoever shows up here, I say hi. I got that JetBlue there backing up. That's going to be heading to JFK. What are we waiting for here? Let's see. A couple planes lined up on 2.2. Like I said, they're using 2.2 right for takeoffs, 2.2 left for landings, and they're using 2.7, the light blue one, from right to left. And we actually have one right now coming in on 2.7. And we got a Dash 8 coming in on 2.2. So when they land on 2.2, they're being told to hold short of 2.7. I think I saw a Godzilla out here earlier when I got here, flying around there in the ocean. We got a Dash 8 coming in from Toronto. A little heat out there, so I got some of the wispy heat. All right, we have this plane here. What's this one? Delta. I think it's heading to Cincinnati, I believe. Flight 5620. Oh, and I see we have a big one. Lufthansa. 747. Someone in the chat just said it just flew over their house or something. So that's on the way in. I thought that was the A380. Where's the A380? Oh, the A380 is off the coast of Maine. I thought this was the A380. very similar images on flight radar, which I use, as well as AirNav. So we have the Queen coming in. This is the only Queen that we get at Logan. It's the 747-800 coming in from Frankfurt. One of the only planes that will not disappear behind the A380. The Queen has arrived. All right, make it to the chat here. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on in the chat. Going crazy here. Yeah, it's tough to track other planes that aren't coming here. Yeah, safety improvements on 27 and 9. Same runway, different directions. We got Jeff here, 11 months. We have 1620 here checking in from the Plymouth Rock person. So yeah, the A380 landed, I don't know, maybe half an hour ago now when I was setting up. We got the Queen here. All kinds of names popping up here. I'm just going through all this stuff. All right. Oh, we got a whole bunch of startup smoke over there. That's usually where Wingus parks. Oh, a couple JetBlues over there. That's what I was looking for. Here we have American Airlines coming in from Chicago. Ethan, how you doing? Good afternoon. Or early evening. Spectral Whispers, how are you? Happy Monday. Oh, I got sparkles, 2 jewels. Cool. Thank you so much. There's a little bats. Oh, we have Etihad heading to Abu Dhabi. Flight number 8, 787-900, heading to Abu Dhabi. You still have British Airways trying to find a home. And next coming in, we have Southwest coming in on 27. If I didn't get my permit tonight, I was going to go over to that Coughlin Park again. But the way the winds are, I didn't think 27 would be too active. It's not very active. And it wouldn't be great for watching two takeoffs either. From that, be so far away and be perpendicular to where I'm trying to look. All right, we have the King heading back. Finally found a spot to land. Betsy, how you doing? Good evening. All right, we have Ita heading to Rome at A330-900, taking off on 22. Right. I hear you about Mondays. All right, let's stick with Ita here. Right, they're out of here, heading to Rome. You have Shamrock over there. I wonder if that was the one making the dust cloud. All right, what we got going on here now? Got some funky clouds out here. That's for sure. There was supposed to be some spot showers, but it's supposed to be north of us. But these clouds out here look rather large. Not too worried about it though. We have a Delta heading to Rome, lining up on 22 left. Just behind Shamrock. I did see a JetBlue lined up on 22 right, heading to Jacksonville in A220. Probably the one that made all the racket in front of us here. Trey, I'm here all night. Benjamin, how you doing? Good evening. Love the KBOS. This one's heading to Lebanon. Tectum 2012. And it's our Air France. Come around the corner out there. Where is it? It's out there somewhere. That's going to be heading to Paris. All right, next taking off, we have JetBlue heading to Jacksonville. And we got Delta coming in from Charleston on 27. When I got here, I saw an Alaskan Airlines coming in. Didn't recognize the livery. It looks like a panda bear of some sort. All right, we have a Cessna station here. Looks like they're taking off on 22. You were right. I think it said. Feel free to smash that like button if you haven't already. Oh, thing snuck by me. It's already in the air. I love when they have the Cessnas coming in here with the big planes. Like, for instance, the A330 taking off to Rome. Taking off on 22 left. Alright, what we got going on here now? Let's see. How's everybody doing? This is Mike, Logan in Flight. Just checking in here. Oh, we have one of our friends here. Coming in from Messina, Boutique Air, a Pilatus PC. They do their famous U-turn. Hopefully we'll be able to see it. There we go. All right. Right there is worth the price of admission alone. Pretty cool. All right, we have Lufthansa. 747, that's rolling around out here. Looking for a place to live. We have a bunch of planes lined up out here, waiting to come in. We have a Delta coming in from Athens, an A330. A little bit far away, it's not going to go for it yet. So we have our friend here who's, see if he's in here. That could be him. I think it is him. Yes, it is him. All right. Got Alaskan Airlines taking off. Heading to Seattle. And we have that Delta coming in from Athens, landing on 22. Nice little float. And United taking off. Sorry, I had trash stuck to my leg. It's heading to Denver. Alright, is this the guy we know? Let me see. Where is he? No, that's not him. Oh, man. But still, really cool seeing Boutique Air right here in front of us. Doing the U-turn. So the pilot could be in there still. I think the girl in the back was the co-pilot, I believe. So we'll see what happens. All right, next taking off, we have United Airlines heading to Chicago. Tectum 2012 Cape Air from Martha's Vineyard. Wow, the wind is really gusting up here. That's a Cessna 402. I might have said that was Tectum. It's a Cessna 402. Sorry about that. Let me get back to the chat here real quick. It's flying through. Oh my goodness, I missed so many. Burnett, how are you doing? Paul, good afternoon. We got Betsy, Cece, 40 bucks. Zach, all right, yeah, you had the Boutique Air U-turn. We got a Cape Air taking off to Sonic Lake. Or else it's going to do a buzz. Nope, it's actually just going straight. All right, Albert and Jane, how you doing? Good evening. Trying to catch all the planes that are moving around here. A lot of planes not moving. We have a line of planes already lined up. Next taking off, we have JetBlue, an A320, heading to Orlando. MedTech, how you doing? There's a Shamrock out there just headed out to runway 22. That's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6 takeoffs, 6 or 7. We got a JetBlue and an A320 taking off now, flight 317. And a bunch of planes are landing on 27. Oh my gosh, the wind. Should get the clearance in a second now. Yeah, Scott, gotta do that again. It hasn't been in the stars. There is a JetBlue down there. I know there is. We'll watch some moving planes while waiting for that JetBlue. There it comes. Heading to JFK, flight 317. What's going on in here? Let's see, we have JetBlue being moved in. No info on the JetBlue, but we can also see what it says on it. Mint, mint, wink, wink. Wow, there are about a dozen planes lined up out there. I don't know if you can see them at all. I'm zoomed in way too close. Where are we here? A whole bunch of planes. We have Air France taking off right now. Heading to Paris. So much stuff around. We're in the corner of the garage, and so many empty water bottles just gather here. And when the wind blows, it's like a tornado of plastic water bottles. Oh, that's a cool ship out there. Didn't see that one. Eric, good evening. Det Riggs, how you doing? I know, if it isn't. I've had interesting time trying to get out here. Between weather and just life. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 planes. Even more. 21, 22, 23. There's a Cape Air behind this American, and that's like 21 or 22 in line. All right, we have Delta heading to LaGuardia, and E175. Marco, how you doing? Good evening. Yeah, I'm also, next to the ocean. I'm on about 5 stories up in a garage. Nothing slowing the wind down. I'm not sure if that's good or bad. Oh, I just saw Swiss. And it is Wanderlust. All right. All right, we have this Delta taking off heading to JFK. E175. Lufthansa has a gate, or is it waiting for the crossing guard to get by all the traffic trying to take off? We got Lufthansa still. That's even over there. Where is it? Yeah, it's over there. Still sitting out there waiting to come in. Right next to arrive is WestJet coming in from Calgary. 737-800. Yeah, JetBlue, the alley here. Looking at Det Riggs here. Yeah, there's a lot of closed areas for the last couple of weeks. And I got a new tie. that? That was a exec jet. NetJets. That was an Embraer Praetor. All right, what we got coming up here next? We have a Cape Air heading to Lebanon, Tectum 2012. Chaos on Friday. Wow. Whoa. Gonna try ship spotting from Philly. Hey, that'd be pretty cool. Wish Boston had more ships to make it worthwhile. I mean, the tall ships right here did that. That was pretty cool. All right, next taking off. Oh, we have Condor. The white plane with beige stripes, or the beige plane with white stripes. I'm not really sure. Should be coming around the corner here in a second. We'll be heading to Frankfurt, an A330-900, flight 2039. Should be coming around the corner here. There we go. That's the call. We're looking at the Swiss there, the Wanderlust. We'll see that one take off as well. And it should be popping out here any second now. Truck spotting videos. I haven't tried random other videos. That would be pretty fun. People spotting videos. We can see that right now. Wait for Condor, we have Boutique Air. We got people spotting videos right here. All right, here's Condor. The tan plane with white stripes or the white plane with tan stripes? All right, Condor is out of here. Safe travels. Jeff, thank you so much. I will enjoy a iced coffee after the stream here for sure. Thank you. A nice iced coffee for the ride home. That'd be good. Keep me awake at least. Yes, the tan beach towel. Next taking off should be airline gets headed to Dublin. A330-300 flight 132. There we go. MedTech, hope you're watching. Irish Eyes. Safe travels, Shamrock. Did I see that right? An A380 on final. Let me check the old video screen. Oh, yes, it is over Salem. There it is. I can see it. Sarah, how you doing? All right, MedTech was on. Good. So I have a conundrum here. We have we got Lufthansa here on final. Also got a JetBlue special livery taking off. It is flight 49 in A320 heading to Vancouver. It is the New York Fire Department special livery. I'll get that takeoff since Lufthansa is a bit a ways. But I still love seeing Lufthansa this. It is on the way. It's almost here. All right, we'll get the New York Fire Department special livery for JetBlue. Yeah, we do get a lot of Lufthansa coming here. We have the Queen here now. We have the A380 coming in. I don't know if we get the A340 tonight. We might get that tonight. Like I said, I rushed out here when I got my permit. I was so shocked I was coming out here. Oh yeah, it's on the screen now. That's that big bird. The king has arrived. The king and the queen right there. All right. We had a JetBlue take off in the middle of all this. I'm not even sure where that was going. Down to Tampa. I'm sorry, you Tampa folks. That JetBlue that did a photo bomb by Lufthansa is going to Tampa. It's an A220. All right, this is going to be out of sight in a minute. Going behind the brick. Next taking off, we have American Airlines, a Philly special, 737-800. Flight 3309. We got the Queen. Oh, and we just had PAL Airlines. I didn't even see them. They snuck in. On 27. Our friend Skitty Mark in the chat is a pal for pal. He could be here tonight. I don't know. I haven't talked to him in a couple days. He might be here. He might not be here. Closest I've seen him is through the cockpit window here. Sometime I have to stop the show so I can go down and say hi to him. All right, here's the American Airlines Philly Special. All right, we got the Queen there, heading out back. So we have a bunch of planes lined up out there. You can't really see them, but I can see them. Definitely a conga line. All right, we got Southwest taking off, heading to Denver, 737 MAX 8. Walter, how you doing? Good afternoon. Evan, how are you? An American coming in from Indianapolis. E-175, flight 4405. Got a Delta coming in on 27 now. A321neo coming in from San Juan, flight 1780. And that's being interrupted by an American and a German. Now we got a JetBlue coming in from Fort Lauderdale. We have a Tecnam 2012 heading to Rockland. I feel this Tecnam's gonna buzz us. I think it is. Three for one, all right. Another Tecnam heading to Augusta. I did see a question here asking about streaming. I'm using a mobile hotspot myself, so that seems to work pretty well as long as you have a good signal where you are. That's the biggest thing. All right, bowling spotting. I like that. Hey, you can spot anything, and I'm sure you'll get a crowd. People love videos. This is YouTube. They can't get out and do these things themselves sometimes, so all these different kind of things, 100%. You're providing a service to people. So cool. You have American Airlines E-175 coming in from JFK. I was bird spotting the other day. I have a bird feeder in the back of my house, and I was testing out the cameras here, and I was bird spotting. A couple birds I didn't even know we had in the neighborhood. I wasn't sure what they were. I had to Google them. Got the Logan Lagoon out there looking beautiful. All right, we have a Delta lining up on 22 left, an A330-900. Way out there. That's going to be heading to Amsterdam. We have Swiss Wanderlust. Flight 55. We come around the corner here. We'll be heading to Zurich. Oh, thank you so much. The like button smashed. Thank you. Oh, glad you enjoy this. I'm having a blast doing this. Like I said, I wasn't sure I was going to get out here today, but may the odds be forever in your favor. I'm not sure where Swiss is. We got a couple planes crossing over down here. That's what it is. We have a Southwest crossing over down here. We have that American down there. And we have that Delta heading to Amsterdam. Saying, I'm not waiting anymore. I'm heading. We have Lufthansa still out here, waiting to get a place. We're going to have a twofer. We have American Airlines coming in from Buffalo in a E175. And I bet we have Swiss taking off as well. We will see. Haven't been listening to ATC. Just so loud out here with the wind. I'll get that American coming in from Tatonka, Buffalo. All right, Swiss has got the clearance to go. There's that Alaskan I saw. Oh, it's the FIFA 26. That's what that was. Cool. All right, we'll see that take off, and now we have Wanderlust. Flight 55. I've done a couple like close-ups of that plane. So much stuff on it. It's so cool. All right, we got a Cape Air coming in from Hyannis. And the Cape Air. This will be heading to Bar Harbor up in Maine. Now let's come in over here. We have a Southwest from St. Louis over the lagoon. And we have a Delta. Whoops, where'd it go? Delta heading to Philly, a Philly special in E175. Flight 5714. Look at that one, it's a little bit closer. Hopefully it'll drown out the sound of all the plastic bottles floating around up here. Should have got here earlier and cleaned. Oh, Betsy, come on! I gotta do the Tampa shoutouts when I can. Actually, it surprised me. I didn't know what was going on. Yeah, Swiss livery is really cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21 planes in line. All hidden behind the building here. The line goes out to here. That Delta is a Cape Air that just went around the corner. That's the whole line. It's huge. This is American Airlines heading to Reagan. Flight 1421 and A319. Wow, almost 200 likes. Crazy. Oh, and we have from Cleveland, live from Cleveland, the Boston Red Sox JetBlue special livery. Being paired with a Cape Air, Tectum 2012. Maybe this will park right in the alley here in front of us. That'd be pretty cool. Laughing Disco. Thank you, Sarah. So cool. Oh, we got Boutique here, making the racket. We'll be heading back most likely to Messina. And we got a Delta flight 1655 and A321neo heading to San Fran. Hey, good evening. It's Martine Oliveira. I butcher names and I can read them. Jonathan, how you doing? I didn't see your first comment, but hey, you're right there. How you? Good afternoon, good evening, whatever there is. Hope you guys are enjoying this. Just so you know, this is Mike, Logan in Flight, sitting here at Logan International Airport, looking at the special JetBlue Red Sox livery. Having some fun here on the sunroof, Terminal B parking garage. And yeah, just have been out here in a little bit. Between the weather and just life, it's been tough to get out here, but I got my permit at 3:05 today. I was in the car by 3:25 with my gear packed, heading out here. Opportunity was there, I had to grab it. So I hope you guys are enjoying this. Feel free to hit that like button. Feel free to subscribe, turn on notifications. That's where you'll find me out here, like a show like tonight. Didn't go live, didn't broadcast in the last second, so that just happened, but you had notifications turned on, you'll be notified when I'm out here. We got the Cape Air Corral out here. We have memberships, we got the store. Use Logan 10, you get 10% off your entire purchase. We have a Discord, special deliveries that are coming in here every day. All kinds of stuff. All these links can be found on the YouTube channel and loganinflight.com. Just looking around different. I don't know what it is, I'm just fascinated by these clouds out here today. My Portuguese is good. Well, thank you. Didn't even know I was speaking it. All right, next taking off, we have American Airlines heading to LAX in A321, flight 1578. Alan Lee, it wouldn't be a night without you. How you doing? At the pub. Should have had my wife drop off some money when she was over there. Winter Wings, how are you? What's up? So still at the boutique here, making the racket down here. I asked them about that. They have to wait until they get clearance to move, so I'm not doing the racket on purpose. We have Delta 1432 heading to Detroit. Alright, we got another plane coming in on 27, the JetBlue, coming in from San Juan. Lufthansa, another photo bomb. All right, we got Lufthansa here coming down Charlie. Trying to sneak in around the corner here. What's this one say on it? Ah, just Deutschland. No town, just Deutschland. It's me, I'm here. The king has arrived. Alright, we'll be here later on for that takeoff, I'm sure. We have a JetBlue heading to Reagan, A220. Insert Lufthansa, there we go. Should have a special guest come around the corner. There it is. They're Red Sox JetBlue. Maybe come into the alley. We'll see. Alan, thank you so much. Just for that, we'll do Japan Airlines coming in on 22 left. All right, Red Sox is not coming into the alley. But each has a quick turnaround time. Just had a Porter taking off. All right, got this Red Sox right here before it goes out of sight and obstructed. Blue Monster, that's what it says. Sometimes I get used to camera for my own sightseeing. All right, next taking off, we have a JetBlue heading to Chicago in A220, flight 811. Right behind this Lufthansa. Okay. That's cool. I had a lot of flights similar to talk yesterday. With the weather, I couldn't come out here, but I was up at Loudon for the Dollar Tree 301. A friend of mine has season tickets. He was kind enough to invite us. Sitting there in a poncho getting soaked. This will be heading to Messina. Next to arrive is a JetBlue coming in from Daytona Beach. I haven't seen a lot of those in a while, I feel like. If I can find it, there it is. Put it on camera. Summertime, there were a lot of Daytona beaches. I mean, there probably still are, just not when I'm here. My wife will tell me if I didn't see it, it didn't happen. Saw a shadow of a plane behind it. All right, next taking off, we have a Delta heading to San Diego, an A321neo. Airplane 333, how are you? That I didn't know. KLM is 20 minutes out, according to JWS Legim. I'll take your word for it. I haven't looked at the radar yet. We got Southwest coming in here from Chicago Midway, landing on 27. Eric, good evening. How are you? Missed the Tampa flight. Hope there's more tonight. Yeah, the rain was... They actually delayed the NASCAR race by about an hour or so. And then it rained for the first maybe 100 laps or so. But they had the water tires that authorized from NASCAR to use the water tires. All right, what we got going on here now? We have United heading to Houston, 737-900. We get Japan Airlines passing in review. They'll be heading over to Terminal E to find a home. All right, we have Virgin Atlantic. Looks like line up for 27. We'll see what happens with that. A little far out there. And we have United Airlines heading to Newark, 737. Max 9. Flight 411. Yeah, Logan gets a lot of the Frontiers in the morning. That's why I like coming out here on Saturday sometime. So I get a lot of Frontier Airlines. Some cool stuff there. Sarah got the 10 jewel gold coin. Thank you so much. Have this guy load it into the wing. It'll be good. All right, next taking off is the Philly Special American Airlines flight 2633, 737. 800. Philly Special. Got the Cape Air Parade. You have to plane, you walk into the terminal. Bring your own luggage. Sometimes they have carts out there if there's a lot of stuff. All right, what do we got here? I think this is Virgin coming in. Yes, it is. Over the lagoon. Go to the lagoon, we go up. Virgin Atlantic. That's a ways out, but we have Iberia heading to Madrid. Taking off right now. We'll get this one. All right, now we'll go back to Virgin Atlantic. Coming in from London Heathrow. Flight number 157. As I get attacked by cans, plastic bottles. And it's a little bit windy here for sure. All right, they made it. And we got Delta heading to Indianapolis, E175, flight 5616. I did see Scandinavian out there. A little ways out is about 6th in line for departure. Next taking off is the A220 JetBlue heading to Nashville. Charles Bass, how you doing? From La Cruces, New Mexico. Welcome to the fun. It's going to Nashville, but you know, hey. A220, flight 507. And we got a Delta come in from Reagan, E175. And Delta, A330. Heading to Madrid. I see another Shamrock out there with some horns beeping. All right, no one here. Check the chat here. Yeah, a little bit windy here today for sure. When am I going to be out again? That's a good question. Do the best I can to get out here when I can. Really depends on my work schedule and the weather. That's the biggest thing. Coming in from Cancun, 737-800, flight 626. Nice blue water out there today. So yeah, Tectum 2012, Cape Air, coming in from Provincetown. Little sunshine, thank you very much, Zachary Keenan. Never say no to sunshine. Southwest is getting ready to head out of here. There's nowhere for it to go though, unfortunately. They'll be heading to Baltimore. And here comes that Alaskan FIFA. Not seen that one before. That was pretty cool seeing that. FIFA 26, Alaskan Airlines. I don't think it's going to turn enough to really see it from here. But that was pretty cool. I have American Airlines coming in from Dallas, Fort Worth. Flight 1401. Any recommendations, plane spotting? Actually, really quick here. Luis, how you doing? Good evening. All right, recommendations for plane spotting at Logan. Of course, on property is great. You do need a permit to be up here. They're free of charge. Make sure you do it well in advance. Like I say, maybe a bunch of days in advance for sure. But also looking on the horizon there, that's Winthrop. There are a bunch of great places over there. Different piers, marinas, some of them are public. You can get over there. Where am I looking here? Yeah, straight out there. I did a stream from out here not too long ago, under that tree behind the pole there. That's Coughlin Park. That is a great place, a plane spot from, especially when they're landing on 27. Problem is they're closing 27 next week for 90 days. So, be good to do it this week. You don't need a permit for anywhere off property. But if you're on property, you do need a permit. Like I said, they're easy to get. Just got to make sure you do it well ahead of time. Make sure you do receive it. Has to be approved by Massport, State Police. All right, we have a Cape Air coming in from Nantucket, Cessna 402. And they will check the permits. Sometimes you can't even get in here without a permit if they know you're going to be doing photography, which they know I'm doing, so they get me at the gate. All right, we got a JetBlue coming in here. This one came in from Houston. Must have come in, not sure where this came in from. They landed 27, I mean, 22. I got that Virgin Atlantic out there. All right, what are we waiting for here? Got a bunch of Cape Airs. We got KLM coming in on 27. Got that boat out there in the harbor. And we got a Delta heading to Phoenix. Another good place is Bayswater Street. It's at the end where the 22s where they're taking off. There's just a public road you can go onto. We got KLM coming in. Still a ways away. Had a private jet take off. Man, that just screamed. All right, back to the store here. We have Virgin and KLM. Landing on 27. You see the pilots? And we got Scandinavian taking off on 22. This is the A330-300, flight 617, which happens to be the area code here. All right, we have Scandinavian taking off, heading to Copenhagen, A330, flight 928. Glenn, thanks a lot. I try to have fun too. Where was it there? There we are. Thank you so much. Eric, 14 months. Almost as many as me. Now we got a JetBlue lining up on 22 left. Should be heading to Santo Domingo. Got some KLM and boat action out here. Just the clouds above. These clouds are just not that one. Where is it? That? I don't know what it is about the clouds with me today. Just finding them fascinating. All right, next coming in, we have American Airlines coming in from Chicago. 737, 800. It's also Castle Island, too. A great place to do plane spotting from. Today they'd be taking off right over your head. And they bank off to the left, so they go right over you. It's pretty cool. Charlie, how you doing? Hello. Good to see you. In the chat. All right, we have a JetBlue heading to Pittsburgh, an A220. There's a rumored Frontier coming in on 27. It is. Axel, the Axolotl, AXOLOTL livery. It's right above the lagoon. There it is. Don't usually get a Frontier at nighttime. But first, look at this American, head to Chicago, and then we'll jump onto that Frontier. See what an axle is. A lot of birds flying around today. Mark Spark, how you doing? Good evening. Get some sleep. I guess someone doesn't like the Frontier plane. Was that spider thing? I think it is. That should be passing in front of us. We'll get a good shot at that. Yeah, it's that spider thing, I think. We'll see that in a second when it comes right in front of us. Tammy, welcome to the fun. If you don't like spiders, please avert your eyes when this passes in front of us. Well, we got a Cape Air heading to Nantucket. I can get it. There it is. I can't keep it in frame here. Where'd it go? I don't even know where it went. There it goes. It's behind me, so it's tough to do this. Oh, Blueprint 2 coming in. In about 20 minutes, it said. All right. Like I said, I didn't get my permit until 3:05 this afternoon. So I wasn't really sure I was coming into it. I didn't really do my my deep research that I do to see what's coming in, what to look for. And there's Deer Island out there. Water treatment plant. Apparently the cause of the Godzilla monster. Get the air conditioning turned on for this Cape Air. And we have an American Airlines taking off heading to Miami. And we got a JetBlue coming in from LAX, an A321. Gotta keep an eye out for that blueprint plane. I don't see any spots back here in the alley for it, the park. Let's get rid of one of these planes. But it's always cool to have that blueprint plane up close here. All right, we have Delta taking off, heading to Reagan, E175. Flight 5667. Oh, so apparently YouTube can auto-translate. Didn't realize that. That's why I speak very good Portuguese. Heading to LaGuardia, E175 with the birds. Flight 5831. Going on down here, a little luggage action. All right, that blueprint plane, where is that? That'd be interesting to see what that is. Got Iceland Air on the way in here. We got an Aer Lingus on the way in as well. Blueprints probably coming in from the south. We'll see it when we see it. Oh, we have Boutique Air. The one that just pulled out in front of us. Heading to Messina. We have Delta coming in here from Philly, a Philly special, E175, flight 5706. So have that Virgin sitting out here. Where is it? There it is. Next taking off, we have American Airlines heading to Cincinnati. I do think I see the 747 lit up backstage. Maybe that'll be coming out soon. That's pretty cool. Used to be a guy down in Plymouth. I don't know what the name of the plane was. Before I knew what planes were, twin propeller, World War II plane, 9-seater, twin fins in the back. And before you got on the plane, they give you a card. They had a deck of cards. Whoever pulled the aces out. One was a co-pilot on the way to a breakfast. We'd go fly some airport, get breakfast, and on the way back, the other person got the ace would be the co-pilot for the ride back. A lot of fun, a lot of just some cool times back then. All right, Blueprint 2 will be crossing into Rhode Island shortly. Here's that JetBlue from LA. In a rush to go somewhere. I got this JetBlue heading to Santo Domingo. Taking off on 22 left. They'll do that a lot of times when they're fully loaded. Cape Air action down here. Not sure what's going on. You got that first plane there, maybe going somewhere. We'll see. All right, we have American Airlines lining up on 22 right, A321, heading to Charlotte, flight 1140. Looking to see if I can find the other planes coming in. We have Air Canada coming in, A220, probably heading to 27. Coming from Toronto, but we have American Airlines heading to Charlotte. Flight 1140. I know the feeling, Sarah. Because I wasn't going to come out here today. At 3:05 p.m. I got my permit. I'm like, I'm out of here. All right, next taking off is a Cessna 402 Cape Air heading to Martha's Vineyard. Wonder how the YouTube translation deals with accents. You know, Martha's Vineyard, Bar Harbor, Boston. Sneaking by. That's what this is. Oh, it's that weird looking animal. Yeah, I don't usually see Frontiers here at nighttime. Someone said it was diverted maybe in the chat. And we have a Delta heading to Atlanta. A321 flight 2464. What's going on here now? Let's see what's coming in. We have Air Canada from Toronto. That's lining up in 27. Not quite in view yet. Coming over the lagoon. We have Air Portugal lined up on 22 right. That's going to be heading to Lisbon, an A321 Neo, flight 218. Air Portugal is one of my favorite, and something with the plain colors I love. I don't know what it is. I just like it. Pretty cool. And Air Canada from Toronto coming in on 27. Our next taking off, we have an exec jet. NetJets, Cessna Citation Longitude, heading to Teterboro, I'm guessing. It came from there. We assume it's going back. G. Bishop, a gold coin, 10 jewels. Thank you so much. And another one. All right. Thank you very much. Don't know if you double clicked by accident or whatever, but hey, thank you. All right, Virgin's moved a little bit. Different location now. We've got Iceland Air coming in from Keflavik, and JetBlue heading to parts unknown. I gotta get this PAL real quick to see if anyone we know is flying. You wouldn't be watching, but hey. All right, Iceland Air coming in from Keflavik. If you guys ever get a chance to go to Iceland, highly recommend it. Beautiful country. People are nice. You can drink the water from anywhere. So cool. And you get to fly Iceland Air. Hey, hold on one second, guys. All right, like I always say, if people come up to me while I'm here, I will talk to them. All right, looks like Virgin Atlantic is finally coming in. It's got a spot. They got JetBlue coming in from Nantucket, landing on 27. Aviation, yeah, Iceland, like I said, just a beautiful place. Really, really cool. And we got a Delta and this looks like a plane sense taking off. It's like with the Delta landing. I think it's plane sense. I don't know where it's going. We get Shamrock lined up. Look at the radar here, see where it's going. That's not Shamrock, that's Iceland Air. Shamrock heading to Shannon in a 321 Neo, flight 134. the Hags Mass, how you doing? From Boston. All right, that was just Shamrock that just left, and we have, looks like a JetBlue. No, it's another Shamrock coming in from Dublin, an A330, 300. One Shamrock leaves, another one appears. Flight 137. Yeah, the small planes go there. Not seeing any bigger planes. Oh, the moon's out too. I just saw the moon in the background. I'll have to check that out. So I do have the moon out tonight, so far. Alright, won't focus in for me. Oh well, we have United taking off. Oh, no wonder my camera's all messed up. There we go. Heading to Newark, 737-900, flight 1693. All right, let me get back to the show here so I can figure out what's coming in here and what's not coming in. There's Shamrock. What's this? We have a flight from Nantucket, an Embraer Phenom. We have a JetBlue just landing from San Francisco, an A321neo. And we have a Southwest taking off, heading to Baltimore, Washington. Another great place. Get a chance to watch Pensy planes. East goes there often. I'm gonna give that moon one more shot. I actually got a plane about to go by it too. All right. It's gonna go over it though. Let me see, where's the plane? There it is. Oh, I went over it. So, there's the moon is out. In case of the zoomies. All right. Back to the show. All right, Iceland Air. All right, what's coming in now? We have JetBlue from Bozeman, an A320. Mike, you gotta stop playing with the camera and watch airplanes, not the moon. And we got a Delta taking off, heading to Newark. We'll get the landing here. Skinny Mark, how you doing? Palace lined up. I believe getting ready to take off in about I don't know when. So many planes out here. We got Shamrock here passing in review. We have United Airlines coming in on 27, 737. We got JetBlue heading to Philly, a Philly special. We got planes all over the place here. Planes coming down in Charlie. We got United here. Coming in from Chicago, 737, 800. We all got the KBOS down here in the Cape Air area. We got Shamrock in the background. Still have Iceland Air sitting out here, waiting for a place to park the car. And let me see, we have an Air Canada, JetBlue. All right, next coming in is a Delta A220 coming from San Antonio. So right above the Iceland Air there. Also have a JetBlue taking off, heading to LAX, an A321neo, flight 1387. Donald, how you doing from Mississippi? All right. That's Fan, how you doing? Good evening. And 300 likes, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. All right, I gotta see where planes are again. We got that from San Antonio. We have Blueprint, second to come in on 22 left. First one coming in is a JetBlue from San Antonio. Then we have a JetBlue from Wilmington, and that is the Blueprint plane. Right now, we have United Airlines coming in from Dulles. Flight 688. Whoop, let me see. Yeah, Eric, I hear you. Same with me tomorrow. All right, we got a couple spots here in the alley. I wonder if we may get Blueprint in here. We'll see what happens. All right, first arrival is a JetBlue from San Antonio, A321neo, flight 620. If I can find it. Where is it? There it is. And the next one after this is the Blueprint 2 plane. Delta. Heading to Minneapolis. A little golden hour action going on here. Yep, Phil, the magic hour has arrived. I haven't looked behind me to see what the sky looks like, to see Oh, we might get a little bit. There's a cloud cover coming. So we might get a little bit. All right, we have a -8. Air Canada coming in from Toronto. We'll get this Air Canada first, and then we'll switch over to the Blueprint 2. And we have the Blueprint 2 coming in from Wilmington. Basically the blueprint of the plane on the outside of it. It will pass in front of us, we'll get some good shot of it. But you can see the overhead containers are full of stuff. They have all kinds of things in there. It's really cool, especially when it gets up close. But we'll be seeing that. That'll definitely pass in front of us for sure. Eric, see you later. See you next time. Oh, it's coming right down Charlie. Well, it's going to come right into the alley here. That's pretty cool. Like they forgot to finish painting it or something. All right, next taking off is United Airlines heading to LAX. Then we have PAL Airlines after that, heading back to Halifax, Nova Scotia. All right, we'll see what happens with this plane here. We have American coming in from LaGuardia. '24 is in the alley here. All right. So we have Blueprint should be coming in 24. United here taking off, heading to LAX. And we're going to have a PAL Airlines golden hour takeoff. So I think they're coming in. We'll see. Didn't realize there was two planes there. We got a JetBlue coming in from Reagan. I can find it. Our next taking off is PAL Airlines heading to Halifax. Flight 668. Sorry, 7668. So the planes coming in the alley are backed up because there's a plane trying to get out of the alley. Only one at a time here. And we got PAL Airlines. I like how the landing gear retracts in the dash 8. It's pretty cool. All right, safe flights. Safe flight back to Halifax. or wherever your final destination is. Yeah, golden hour plane spotting. Like tonight, you can't really predict when it's going to happen. But tonight it was a short one. You had a lot of low clouds on the horizon. And we got WestJet heading back to Calgary, 737, 800. Yeah, there are a couple of things I always check when I come in here. It's always the weather first. You know, is it going to rain or it's going to be nice? And also checking the wind directions, because certain wind directions mean they're going to use certain runways. And different places that I will set up based on the wind. If I can't get this location, which is my favorite location. All right, we got United coming in, a A319. Coming in from Newark, flight 2763. All right. I did something on the horizon there that got my attention. Let's see. Oh, yeah, the ship out there or something. Can't really tell. It's so far away. But it got my attention for a second. I wasn't sure what was going on. And it's WestJet heading to Calgary. So I'm not sure where this guy is going. I heard the ask from JetBlue, but it might have been a different JetBlue plane. Next one is American Eagle from Rochester, an E170. Yeah, so I'm not sure if this JetBlue is actually taxiing. I'm going to hold for a little bit. We'll see what happens. But first we have a United heading to Chicago. Jason, how you doing? Good evening. Just in case we don't see this guy anymore, let's get a good look at it. All kinds of stuff in there. In the front, you get some luggage in the bottom there. Not sure how the blueprint of the luggage happened, because it probably wasn't in there when they built the plane. But if I could show you, if you guys are using flight radar or any of the air nav radar, you can see there's about a dozen planes waiting to take off here at Logan Airport on 22 right. So many. And here we go, Plymouth Rock. An A321neo flight 1620 heading to London Heathrow. Another one of my favorite flight numbers. If you're local to the area, 1620 is the date stamped on Plymouth Rock. Spoiler alert, it's not the actual rock. It is very nice down there in Plymouth. Especially in that, like tonight. Oh man, it'd be beautiful down there. Maybe we could do some boat spotting in Plymouth. That'd be pretty cool. Now we got a Cape Air coming in from Nantucket. Oh, you're actually on blue. Where are you sitting? What's going on here? You on the driver's side or the passenger side? You're on the driver's side. You can put your window shade up and down. Call it the window flash. The first 1620, safe flights. We got an Air France coming in, A350-900, landing on 27. Let's see, where is this one? Oh, you're on there somewhere. Sorry, I didn't mean to ruin it for you. All right, so HSC HOR24 is actually on the blueprint. We got a Cape Air taking off here. Heading to Bar Harbor. All right, they're out of here. Safe travels, and we have Air France coming in. A330-200 coming in from Paris. Oh, sorry. A350-900. Flight number 332. Got a little confused there. Jean-Michel, how are you? Good evening. Got a little race going on here. All right, the blueprint plane is running away from us. Not coming in the alley. We'll see it later on. Red Sox plane is here. Not sure, it's on the other side of Terminal C there. Probably closer to the blueprint plane than we are. So we'll see what happens with that. Kimmy Aviatas, good evening. We have United Airlines taking off on 22 left, heading to San Francisco. All right. There it goes. All right, so we got the long line of planes waiting to take off. Now we got a JetBlue A220 coming in from Reagan. Next taking off will be a plane, a JetBlue A321 heading to San Francisco. Also a Delta landing right now on 22 left, coming in from Columbus. So they're landing on cross runways, but the Delta knows not to cross 27 when they land. Not only are there a lot of takeoffs, there's a lot of landings using 2 runways for landings. Pretty busy here tonight. A321, flight 733, heading to San Fran. An American coming in here, a Philly special. A319, flight 1776. I thought they only went out. Maybe that's different airlines. No, it's American. Another great flight number. But I thought that was outbound. Maybe they use the same one. All right, we got a JetBlue from JFK. And a Southwest, flight 858, heading to Baltimore Washington International. Alex, how you doing? Good evening. All right, let me see here. What am I missing here? Do I stream on Sundays? Sometimes. I don't know that far in advance. It's almost a week away. Patrick from North Carolina, how you doing? Glad you're enjoying this. That's what it's all about, just having some fun. And a Delta taking off. Heading to Salt Lake City. Flight 445, A321neo. All right, we get the Southwest just backing up down here. Trying to figure out where to move it. This is behind me right now, so the sun's behind the clouds, so we're not going to see much of the sun, unfortunately. Well, not much more of a golden hour, I should say. All right, I got two planes coming in here. We have a Delta, I have a Delta. Delta here on 27 coming in. It's a A321. Oh, we got a 757 from LAX. I gotta do the LAX. Big one. All right, dealer's choice. Yeah, so Bombardier Global just took off. Saw that in the chat here. Planes are just flying around here. It's really so bizarre. Yeah, the Frontier was crazy. I saw that came in. I'm like, what are you talking about? Must be a misprint. Got Southwest here heading to Chicago Midway. Flight 746, 737. That's right, sir. Nice global. That's what it was. Got a whole mess of planes here. Have an American Eagle coming in from Louisville. Another American E-175 heading to JFK. Lady Hawk, how you doing? Good evening. Got something coming in here. I'm not sure what it is. It's Iberia, A321neo. Oops, 1 second. John Michelle, thank you so much. I don't know if I didn't see that in time. I had a pop-up over the top of my screen. I wasn't seeing things. But thank you so much. I will definitely use that for a tasty pastry since I didn't have lunch today or dinner. I'll get that later on tonight with my beverage from Jeff. Dunkin' Donuts will be very happy. This is flight 345. Just a beautiful night out here tonight. This is just so cool. All right, we got taking off now. Delta heading to Austin, an A220, flight 1677. If I can find it. There it is. Hiding behind Shamrock. Ooh, nice. I think I gotta buy a plane ticket to get in there, though. Is it JetBlue from LAX and A321? Flight 1388. And Air Canada heading to Montreal, E-175. Where'd it go? There it is. Kim, how you doing? Good evening. Hope you guys are enjoying the show tonight. Sitting here on Terminal B parking garage in the top deck. Let me see what that plane coming in is. What is that? The JetBlue. All right, coming in from Aruba. But sitting here in the top deck. Beautiful, like I said, beautiful night. Nice breeze, keeping me cool. Got the moon out here. The moon. The backdrop of some of the takeoffs. Feel free to hit that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe. Turn on notifications. The best way you're going to find me out here, because like I always say, and it's true, I don't even know when I'm going to be out here. I just find it's a good night, I'm heading out. So feel free to do that. We also have a store where you can get t-shirts, hats, sweatshirts coming up soon, not too soon though. Dog bandanas, all kinds of cups, everything like that on the store. If you use Logan 10, you get 10% off your entire purchase. Also have a Discord site where we're posting chats during the week. I try to get the special deliveries out there every day. That's out there. We got the PayPal tip jar. We have Instagram, all these different things. All the links can be found on the YouTube channel and loganinflight.com. That's the fun stuff. Uh-oh, the moon's going away, so we better get back out to the airports here and get some planes. All right, what do we got out here now? Let's see. We have a Delta coming in from Cleveland, and we have a Cape Air heading to Augusta. Cessna 402. A nice nighttime landing for him. All right, and we have that Delta. From Cleveland at E175, flight 5641. So many planes in front of me. Getting distracted. All right, we got Iberia heading back to Terminal E, International Terminal. Do a kids giveaway? You want my kids? Coming in, we have a Embraer Praetor 600 on 27, right over Air France there. A little dark for a super zoom. Came in from Mountain View, 2,700 miles away. And Delta heading to LaGuardia, E175. All right, next to arrive, we have Delta coming in from Cincinnati, E175, flight 5789. If I can find it, there it is. And we got Porter here. Dashboard. Heading to Toronto. Have to keep it in frame here. There we go. And we have Alaskan Airlines lining up on 22 left. As we go on a far distance, going to San Antonio. Oh, sorry. Yeah, San Diego. Sorry, San Diego. $737, MAX 9. Yeah, Sarah, I've seen your pictures. I think I need to make a reservation there sometime. All right, the Southwest currently coming in on 27. that Alaskan's waiting for. Coming from Baltimore Washington International, 737 MAX 8, flight 1222. Got a little line in the alley here. We have a Cape Air and we have a JetBlue. Both. Oh, it's a whale. I didn't even hear them. It's the whale. It's the whale, JetBlue. All right, Alaskan is finally on the roll. Heading to San Diego. Oh, no kid shirts. I have to look at that. Delta coming in from Charlotte, E175, flight 5837. This guy's just making a racket. And we got United here heading to Newark, 737-900, flight 317. We got Air France still out here. And landing over it, we have JetBlue coming in from Norfolk. A220, flight 1814. A lot of whales out there all of a sudden. Not sure what's going on here. Next taking off is a JetBlue 8507 flight number A321neo heading to JFK. Noosh, how you doing? Good evening. Got a plane bonanza tonight. There's planes all over the place. I think I was at an airport or something. All right. Next taking off to JetBlue heading to Fort Lauderdale. A320. Flight 2269. Right down to Shamrock. There we go. Up a little whale watch stream. Real whales, not the Logan whales. We got Turkish Airlines coming in. A350-900, flight 81. Landing on 22 right. 22 left, sorry. Hey, good evening. I've not seen that yet today. Is it due here today? I don't think it was in the radar, but the radar sometimes changes on me. I got Air France finally getting a spot backstage. Looks like an A330 might have backed up, giving it a spot to park. Still trying to figure out where the 747 is. That's still backstage there, and maybe not coming out to play tonight. We'll see. Now we have a Delta heading to Dallas-Fort Worth, A220, flight 2305. Uh-oh. The Terminator. Pensy plane is back. Alright, hold on 1 second, guys. I just realized I didn't even check my batteries yet. Please hold on 1 second while I change my battery. Sorry about this. Alright, we're back. Battery change complete. We're all good here. I missed a bunch of these things. Let me see. Luis, how you doing? Good evening. I hear you, Det Rig. Same thing. I missed those bananas. Hello from Rome. Hi, how you doing, Miguel? Chowda. I hate how YouTube mashes all the names together. All right. Can I whale watch? Hey, if I have a camera, have camera will travel. We'll see. It's possible. I'll go out of Plymouth as well. Southwest heading to St. Louis, flight 2076. We'll do one of the dinner cruises or lunch cruises out of Back Bay. That'd be pretty cool too. We got Turkish Airlines there, waiting for a spot to park. We have Lufthansa, A340. Star Alliance special livery coming in on 22 left. One of the final A340s. I knew their time was limited here. Same with the A380s. I forget when they stop. But they'll stop coming here as well. So I just have to go back to the videos and watch them. That's always really cool to see this plane. That'll be passing in review. We have a Delta taking off, heading to Barcelona. A330. 300. Wow, 10 months. So cool. Thank you, Sarah. And we get whales out here greeting Lufthansa. That's going to be hiding behind some airport apparatus soon. All right, next taking off is a Delta A330-900 heading to London Heathrow. Taking off on 22 right. That's the plan. See if it starts moving or not. Just had an American come in, Philly Special, on 27. Flight 4608. And here is that Delta heading to London Heathrow. Pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be out here or not. I'll have to wait and see. Like I said, any given day, you never know. All right, next up is a JetBlue, an A220 coming in from Destin Fort Walton Beach. And just so you know that the roof here says closed for maintenance. So they're not letting cars park up here. I come up here because I'm not here long term, only here for a couple hours. So I'm not sure if they'll give you, if you come in here, park at a lower level, walk up to the roof, that's no problem. I like to park my car here. That's where much easier to unload equipment up here. But just be aware of that. Yeah, Jeff, 100%. I love seeing this. The A340s coming in. Just back to what I was saying, how they pretty much closed off. Cars that are up here have been here for a while. So they're not, let me get over here. Yeah, so it's all empty up here. So all the cars that are here are basically once they leave, they might just close the whole roof off, and I don't know. They're always doing maintenance up here. But yeah, it is closed. Park at a low level, walk right up. We got Alaska Airlines coming in from Seattle, 737 MAX 8, MAX 9, flight 306. On this beautiful Boston evening. Ferret, how you doing? Good evening. All right, we'll get the last glimpse of this A340. That's just passing in review here. Also have United taking off, heading to Dulles, but we'll stay with the A340. What we got coming in here now? Let's see. We have a Delta coming in from Detroit. We have American Airlines coming in from Charlotte. And I believe Charlotte wins. All right. I usually stay here until the A380s take off. Depends if they're being stubborn or not and how late it is. Like one of the mods here, Eric, I do have to get up about 4:30 tomorrow, so. Whoa, this guy just taking off. JetBlue to JFK, that just screamed. That went right up there. Like an empty cargo plane. That was crazy. And here's that American coming in from Charlotte. Flight 2595, 737-800. And that plane taking off at a vertical speed of 3,200 feet per minute. That's pretty impressive. Benjamin, how you doing? Good evening. How's the approach today? It was good. Did I have my cameras on at that point? I think I had my cameras on. Came in on 2-2. Was pretty cool. Steve, how you doing? Yeah, I like the A38. Actually, it was pretty interesting. Let me get this takeoff here first. Cape Air heading to Rutland. Now, I had heard another streamer talk about how they never see planes live anymore. Because as I'm doing this, I'm looking through a little screen to make sure that the plane's in the frame and everything. So I never see it live when it happens. So, what am I doing here? There we go. So it's cool today seeing the A380 land for British Airways. That was pretty cool. There's a Delta coming in from Detroit. And we got a Cape Air zooming over us, heading to Provincetown. Oh, that's pretty cool. We've had those here. little quiet here. Backstage, we have the A340 back there. We have Frontier back there still. The Lufthansa A380 never shut off the plane, so that's still lit up backstage. But now it has Boston to Munich at least. That's good. I don't know where British Airways went. It was back there. All right, American taking off here. Sorry, I got caught monologuing here. Head to Columbus. E175, flight 4641. Don't see any more planes coming in on 27 right now. Delta here coming in from Reagan, flight 5689, E175. And Delta heading to Columbus, E175. That jumped up pretty quick too. Have to keep an eye on those, see what happens. They came out of Bradley, so maybe not coming this direction, maybe. We'll see. Talking about the C-130s. All right, next coming in, we have a plane, not on the radar. Mini Trijet, I like that. Assault Falcon. Look at that moon floating around up here. All right, next taking off is Delta. Flight 973, heading to Atlanta. We get off the moonshot here, it'll be fine. We'll see this plane do a moonshot. Next to me is United Airlines, San Francisco, 737 MAX 8. Flight number 2356. Yeah, so right now the 22s, which are the opposite force, are in play. The wind's coming from the south, or so. Oh, we have a Delta Tampa flight for our Tampa people. Seven 737-800, flight 2234. Yeah, so tonight they're using 22R, the orange one, for takeoffs, 22L for landing, and occasionally 27, the light blue, for landing as well. But next coming in is Azores, A321neo, coming from Ponta Delgada. This is the Peaceful livery. All right, gold coin. Thank you so much, Edmund. Thank you so much. That's so cool. Another rocket shot. Going over the moon. To the Gulfstream 7, I think. Nope, Bombardier Global 8000. Reading the wrong codes. All right, we have a JetBlue coming in from Las Vegas, flight 1178, an A321neo. And that's paired with a Cape Air taking off. Heading to Bar Harbor. Cape Air is that way you can hear. Leslie Lady Hawk, how you doing? Thank you so much for the gold coin. 10 jewels. Pretty cool. Thank you. We got the lights out here now. We got the blue Deer Island. We have American Airlines taking off to LaGuardia in E-175, flight 4724. Wow, it's already in the air. These guys are just screaming up here now. Betsy, thanks so much for playing along here. Have a great night, and we'll see you next time. We have a Delta A321neo coming in from Seattle, flight 438. And we have whales again. Oh, what's going on here? I love the lights out here at nighttime. So cool. All right, we got a Delta about to line up on 22 left. But before that happens, we have a flight coming in. Where is it? There it is. Actually, we also lost a Delta taking off to Seattle on A321neo. But this flight coming in is from New Orleans. From Louis Armstrong International Airport. All right, they made it. Gotta play that music for New Orleans, you know? Hey, I'm glad you enjoyed this, Cole. Or Evan, Connor. Whoever you are, I'm glad you're enjoying this. We have a Delta here taking off to Edinburgh. 767, flight 122. Zygote, how you doing? Next to me in is a JetBlue from Denver, an A320. Someone's asking what the Red Sox plane is. It's basically a JetBlue special livery with the Red Sox socks on the tail, and it's a red, white, and blue plane. JetBlue has a bunch of special liveries like that, different sports teams, mostly Boston and New York, or New York. Celtics, Bruins, Red Sox, Knicks, Nets, all kinds of planes. It's parked somewhere over at Terminal C, which is on the other side of this building. A whole bunch of planes over there, like Shamrock's there, a whole bunch of JetBlues over there. It's parked over there somewhere. It may come out and play. I'm not sure. We'll see. Now we have Aeromexico coming in from Mexico City. 737 MAX 8, flight 640. Well, if these A380s stay true, we should see a British Airways lighting up sometime soon now. Wow, so many words are saying sometime soon. JetBlue's heading to Portland. Oh yeah, the Jets plane too. Sorry, Scott. I didn't see the Jets plane. Sort of left that out on purpose. No. Here we go, Scott. Peaceful. We're being nice here, Scott. Okay. All right, what do we got going on here now? Next taking off will be a JetBlue heading to San Juan. No, actually, it'll be a Delta. I believe it's lined up. I can't see anymore. It's so dark out now. There we go. Delta A330-900 heading to Amsterdam, flight 242. Sorry about that. I get questions on this thing. I don't know who's asking them sometimes, so I just answer them sometimes without knowing who's asking the question. Here's American coming in from Dallas-Fort Worth, A321, flight 2306. Yeah, I've seen all those. I think there's two, Puerto Rico and a Dominican. Oh, those are really, really cool planes. Puerto Rico is a light blue with flowery decoration on it. And then they have a darker blue one with a fruit tail Actually, the Dominican may be the same thing. I'm not sure which one is which. All right, we have Lufthansa 747. Looks like it might be heading out to 15. We'll see what happens with that. And behind that, we show Frontier. Alex in the chat here just saying something about that. And we got JetBlue heading to San Juan. And Delta E175 coming in from LaGuardia. Oh, Air Canada heading out there. Yeah, Lufthansa looks like it's heading to 15 for takeoff. And taking off here is a Delta heading to Charlotte, E175, flight 5807. It's a little dark out here now. Someone's asking a question. Gloucester Beach and Castle Island, awesome, great place. Use a Canon XA75. I'm using a Canon. What am I using? Canon R50V. It's pretty much good for video recording. Does great still photography as well. That's the one I fell in love with, and that's what I've been using. Reed, good evening. Thank you so much for the support. So cool. Thank you so much, Reed. Good seeing you. Joseph, how you doing? Good evening. Getting to the point where I really can't see these things out here. I'm dependent on the camera, and the radar to tell me what's going on here. Looks like the 747 is heading out to the runway. All right, that'll take off right in front of us. Pretty cool. Next taking off is Air Canada, heading to Toronto, a Dash 8, flight 8545. How do I live stream from that camera? I can plug it right into my computer, HDMI connections, and it has a video feature on it. Very simple. That's what I need. Simple-minded stuff. And there's a Delta that came in from Indianapolis. All right, Lufthansa is heading out. Should be out behind Shamrock there somewhere. There you can see the nose of it there. Let me see if I can get that on camera. That's the 747 heading out. And that's heading out to 22 left. So I'll be out there, and we look like we have another American Eagle taking off, getting ready to go. No, we don't. We have a Cessna Citation Latitude heading to Point parts unknown. Oh, it's already in the air. Jeez. These guys are not waiting for me to set up. All right, next coming in, we have JetBlue 400, A220. Another plane from New Orleans. Louis Armstrong International Airport. All right, they made it. So it's tough out here right now. It's like I'm really having a hard time seeing the planes. Like I don't see peaceful. I see the tail lit up and I see the lights flashing. That's all I see from here. So the camera's doing all the work for me to find things. But glad you guys are out here, still enjoying it. I'm gonna stay out here for a while longer. The both A380s are lit up. We have the 747 about 5th in line to take off. So we'll get these big guys out of here. It's only 8:09. I think I'll play around for a little bit longer. So I think the A380s might take off on 1.5. That's what they usually do in this configuration of the runways. I'm surprised the 747 didn't do that. But hey, what do I know? That's why I'm down here, not in the control tower. All right, what we got taking off next? We have a Delta heading to Nashville, an A220, flight 2586. There's that moon again. Next taking off is Air Canada. An A321, flight 773, heading to Toronto. Steve, thank you so much. Muchly appreciated. Depends on how long I stay out here. I'll see what kind of beverage I actually grab. But thank you so much. We got Air Portugal coming in, TAP. From Ponto, I believe it's called. Porto, my bad. Yeah, Steve D, thank you so much. Muchly appreciated. All right, what do we got going on here? We have a JetBlue. Oh, the Blueprint plane. That's heading out. Not that we'll be able to see much of it tonight. And hello to you, Kelly. How are you? All right, we got JetBlue, my favorite flight. Flight number 777. Heading to Las Vegas, full of hopes and dreams and full bank accounts. Hopefully they'll return with dreams fulfilled and bigger bank accounts. T-Cash, how you doing? Oh, we got the stars tonight too, all right. Yeah, I know, I hear you with the Cape Air Highway. Where I live too, we got a lot of Cape Air. I go to the Vineyard and Nantucket. All right, American Airlines taking off, heading to Buffalo. Flight 4439, E175. That's cool to get that view from an office, like lunchtime I would go. All right, next taking off is a Cape Air heading to Nantucket. Talk about the Cape Air, heading on the Cape Air Highway Express. This will be flying over the Pembroke area in about maybe 10 minutes or so, or less. All right, now we have Lufthansa. 747 is out there. It's looking to set up. That's not it. Got the Red Sox plane in line, the Blueprint plane. So we have Lufthansa, we have Frontier, a whole list of cool planes. Lufthansa 747-800, the Frontier Axel plane, Delta flight 224 heading to Paris, and we throw in an E170, which we don't see a lot of those here anymore. Then we got the Blueprint plane from JetBlue going to Atlanta, and behind that we have the Red Sox going to JFK. So we got a line of planes getting ready to take off here. And I think I see security coming too. And we got a JetBlue coming in from Cancun. So if security comes here, I'll try and make it quick so I can get back onto the camera here. Oh, not security, good. You never know up here. All right, 747 is heading to 22 left. See if we can see it out there anywhere. I think it's behind. It's right behind that metal there, I believe. I don't see it out there. It is out there somewhere. You can see the tail a little bit on the left there. Middle of the screen, to the tail of the 747. All right, next taking off is Frontier, heading to Atlanta. Axel, the Axolotl livery, whatever you want to call it. I agree, definitely a conga line there. All right, next coming in, we have a JetBlue coming from Detroit. An A320 flight 1136. I might switch over to the Delta taking off, heading to Paris. A330-900. Part of that conga line. There's a Kelly special. Engine glow. Let's see if we got some tonight. Very little, but it is some. All right, Lufthansa is lined up on 22 left. I see a shadow out there. There it is. The Queen, getting ready to head back to Frankfurt. Flight 423. 747-800. Behind the brick, we're gonna keep going though. It will appear. There it is. See if we get engine glow on this one. No, focus. There we go. No engine glow, really. A little hazy up there. You can see the headlights. All right, that's out of here. Safe travels to you. What was this? Another Air Portugal just landed, I believe. Next taking off will be American Airlines E170 heading to Madison. On 22 right. Yeah, I should do music for everything. Get my lederhosen on. All right, next taking off is American Airlines Flight 4676. That's just a cool picture right there. I think that's neat. There we go, vid poster. All right, 14 months. Mark, how you doing? Good evening. Well, we got the stars out tonight. Any more stars? There's a couple stars. All right. A little stargazing. Just had this Delta come in from Richmond. Next taking off is Blueprint. Oh, and a big American will be heading to London Heathrow. 777. And here comes the Blueprint plane taking off, heading to Atlanta. All right, there's Blueprint into Atlanta. Next taking off will be Red Sox heading to JFK. On the roll. Does the Red Sox plane have some engine glow? Nope, no engine glow tonight. There's a Cape Air right there coming in from Nantucket. And we have a JetBlue heading to Denver. Yeah, we'll see what happens. It really depends on the winds. Any given day. Oh, no, that's lights flashing. I'm like, is that engine glow? That's lights. All right, next taking off is... Are these guys moving at all? It's like British Airways is pushing back. And next taking off, we have a Delta heading to LaGuardia. E-175, flight 5849. We have American Airlines coming in from Phoenix. All right, they made it. All right, next taking off, we have Delta heading to LaGuardia, E-175, flight 5849. Next taking off is Delta, A330-300, flight 276, heading to Milan. Should see it in a second here. There it comes. right, have a safe flight. All right, we have British Airways heading out to 15, I believe, once it comes all the way out here again. Also have American Airlines 777 lining up out there. It's about 1, 2, 4 for takeoff. I'll get that one. And depending on time, I might get the one A380. We'll do the British Airways one. But I do have to get up early tomorrow morning. It takes me a while to get out of here as well. So we'll see how it works out. We have A220 coming in from parts unknown. Says flight 22. All right, anything else going on out here? Let's see what's going on. Getting rid of the fuel of that plane up. And we have a Delta heading to Raleigh-Durham, an A319. Yeah, when is that due in? Is that coming in soon? Usually when I'm packing up, I see that coming in too, yeah. You have a Delta coming in from Pittsburgh. E170. And a JetBlue heading to Salt Lake City. I'll get the JetBlue, we'll hear it. Hey, when you're having fun, you're having fun. Not sure about that one. We'll see what happens. Maybe we'll get a nice tailwind and get here quicker. All right, next taking off is American Airlines. Heading to, where is that again? Harrisburg. Fancy planes with the Harrisburg shout out. All right. All right, we got Swiss coming in. The Wanderlust left, so this is the regular Swiss. This is a regular Swiss white chocolate. A330-300 coming in from Zurich, flight 52. I hope they did. All right, so we have the American Airlines. I can find it. There it is. Heading out on 22 left. That's the 777-200. Flight 108, be heading to London Heathrow. We have an American taking off an A321 on 22 right with no information. but we'll see what happens. Maybe this guy will take off first. A little turn and burn action. Hey Tammy, thank you so much. My pleasure. I'm having fun. We got some whales saying goodbye. Oh, it's already turning. Wow. Yep, Robert Drum's still on. Still having fun. Now waiting for Speedbird taking off. We have JetBlue coming in from San Francisco. A321neo. Flight 1534. All right, 15 right, clear for takeoff. That's British Airways. So that's in the purple, top left. Going to the bottom right, that's 15 right. So they'll be popping out from behind this building. Usually you can see the tail across the top here as it's going. Yeah, next plan's a Cape Air over Lynn, so it's got plenty of time to take off. And heading back to London. On the roll. I keep it there, that way we'll see the tail go right by that construction equipment. There it is. See it on top of the building still. The king is departing. Don't know what happened. I said, hope we don't have to rely on Massport next time. All right, they're out of here. Safe flight back to London Heathrow. Or do we leave it on until they turn the lights off? They will turn that tail light off. Sometime. All right, well, we'll just get off this one. Speedbird, good luck, safe travels. We will see you next time. Oh, that's it. The light went off, didn't it? Yep, the light went off. All right, it did go off. All right. Yeah, both of them do that. Both the A380s. Spin the lights off. All right, I do not see the other A380 moving at all. It is 8:38. All right. I think I'm going to call it tonight. Isn't anything crazy taking off here? Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, hanging around. Had a bunch of mods on tonight. It's all different people. CC, Betsy, Eric, Vid, Jeff, Spectral. Kelly came on for a second. No Svetlana. There's no cruise ships in tonight. She's our cruise director. Well, thank you guys so much for everything you did, keeping the chat clean, happy, and making my life easy. Let me see, Mike's going to cover a SpaceX launch. SpaceX tomorrow. All right, I have to see if that get that. See if we can see that thing take off. All right. Anyways, hope you guys had a great night. Hope you guys have a great week. It being early this week, it's being Monday. I'm hoping to get out here again sometime, some other night. Yeah, I've been having a hard time getting out here. Now I want to get back out here and just try to get out here more regularly. We'll see what happens. But thank you guys so much. I will see you next time. Have a great night. And yeah, that's all I really can say. Have a great week. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.